This is going to be one of those, depending on what you have access to. If you are inside of Insight RMM and you have availability to the live chat feature, you want to just reach out and do a live chat with them, and let them know that, hey, that something's going to be happening. Or um, if you want to do it, another method of doing it through RMM or through RMM Insight or through InCentral is to use the automation manager, which is our GUI based script builder. If you're not familiar with it, get familiar with it. It is a nice little quick and efficient tool if you are not good with PowerShell or other scripting syntaxes to quickly come in here and say, I'm going to have a reboot notification. And it's going to be really simple. It's just going to be a reboot prompt. We can customize the message we want them to see on the endpoint. How long can they delay the reboot? And, do we want to allow them to postpone or not? Do we want to allow them to decline the reboot or not? But we can create this and then we can go add it as an automated task. We can add it as a scheduled task, whatever. But whenever you see that you have a bunch of systems that need this reboot, you could just apply this to those systems and they would get it. They would get the notification. Um, and this is just the simplest way of achieving it in here with no extra logic. If you would like to do something like this with additional logic, say you don't want to do it just for Sentinel-1, you want to do it for anytime the computer says it needs to reboot for a purpose. We already have a reboot item that is in the automation cookbook for that. So if you go out to the automation cookbook and search for reboot, there's one of them in there, and that will just check the registry entries on the machine to see if the machine says it should reboot. And if it says it should reboot, then it will throw up this prompt message. There's always, there's multiple ways to skin a cat. There's more than one direction you can go with this, different situations, different use cases. But these are just two quick and dirty ways of achieving that. And if you have not used these reboot prompts before, or this prompt messaging that you can get through Insight or InCentral, this is great for pushing direct messaging to end users and being able to say, you you saw this warning, we sent it to you, you clicked on yes. So you can use these prompts and have it recorded in the system what they clicked. Now, yes, you would have to come back and look through the logs to see, for that endpoint and see, did they click the OK or the acknowledge button or not. But it is an option. Another way you can do this, I've seen somebody else do this, is they use the prompts plus the send email option. So what they're doing is they're just using a generic SMTP email address they have set up for themselves. And what they're doing is they're just using the prompt to get somebody to yes, no, acknowledge information, whatever. And then they're sending an email that can contain whatever those results are from the inputs on the previous. Is this getting in the weeds? It's getting in the weeds, but this is automation. You put in the effort and the time up front for that complicated multi-step process so that you don't have to spend the time. You don't have to reach out and make the phone calls or send the emails of reminders. It can come in to the dash. It can go straight to the user's endpoint. They'll see the information. They can acknowledge, accept it. Maybe you want to do, we need to do maintenance on your machine this month, this week, or this afternoon. Is that okay? Yes, no. We need to upgrade your line of business software on this endpoint. We need to upgrade your whatever. There's all kinds of communications you can use. You can do through this that you traditionally may have been doing through email blast or through phone calls or through web portal notifications, whatever. It's just one other way to do it.